Yeah, it looks like a crocodile or an alligator. We don't need any crocodiles and alligators in my swimming area. One time I was just browsing through Google and I came across an article about sea-going crocodiles in Australia. Sea-going. So you would be out swimming and one of these crocodiles could swim up to you and go. It would be like the northern coast of Australia, somewhere close to Darwin, Australia. Sea-going ones. And then I was watching a video. It might have been, well, it was about, have you remember there was like Rangoon, it was called Siam in like the 1940s, and then it became Myanmar. And apparently they've got mangrove swamps, and that's where I'm afraid to tell you, you might find some of these things. Now, are they true, or is it just like an internet hoax? I mean, I haven't been to these two places, Australia and Myanmar. I've never been there. So they're just stories, and they might not be true. I mean, sometimes people will take a small thing and they'll enlarge it and make it look like, so instead of this being like a, I don't know, a 4-inch long crocodile, 4 inches long, it's 22 feet long. A giant sea-going alligator. That's crocodile, not an alligator. Crocodile. Alligators are known to be in the Florida Everglades in the United States. These sea-going saltwater crocodiles, northern coast of Australia. And they could be either up one of the rivers that empties in to the ocean, because some of those could be prime flat, right? Because these ones, they know they don't want to go a long walk. I don't think so. I think they prefer to be in the water where they can use their strong tail. But are they real, or is it just an internet story that someone just, I'm just going to make it up, and then, it wasn't labeled fake news or anything, and is it true? I don't know. But I heard about it, and I don't want to go swimming with a 22-foot ocean-going crocodile. So maybe, like, what about, like, sea-going things that bite you? I don't know. I mean, it can cause a lot of fear, but going into the water if you think there's a great white shark out there. One pretty safe place to go swimming is the Great Lakes of North America, because they're freshwater lakes, and eventually they go through the St. Lawrence River and they empty into the Atlantic Ocean. But they are fresh water, so there's no salt, which means there's no sharks. There's no sea snakes. Do you know how poisonous a sea snake is? Super poisonous. So there's no sharks, there's no sea snakes. There's no 22-foot long sea-going crocodiles? No. So if you go swimming in the Great Lakes, what hazards are there? Fish-wise, like the biggest fish you might find in like Lake Erie or Lake Ontario, I'm gonna say maybe they've got muskellunge. Muskellunge is a very large relative of the northern pike, which you'll find in smaller lakes. Northern pikes get quite big, but they're not known to bite your toes off if you're, sitting on the edge of a dock. But if you start thinking there is one there, you might be tempted to pull your toes out of the water. Because, but generally speaking, I wouldn't worry about muskellunges. So what other things are in these waters that are dangerous to humans? They're pretty much very safe lakes for swimming in. Now, when's a good time to go? Today. Today is a good day to go swim in one of the Great Lakes, or even the St. Lawrence River, because it's summer and the lakes have warmed up, and it's a good thing to do because you're not going to get involved with 22-foot long sea-going crocodiles on your swim.